Hello YouTube. For my second video on this channel, totally, I wanted to post a review that I just did on TikTok Live for the Artillery Hornet. I did a complete unboxing, ran through 2 prints, so that's what's going to come up next. I do apologize, the entire thing is inverted, and I do talk to people who are in the chat that you cannot see on screen. I wish there was a way to show that. Next time, my unboxing and review will definitely be streaming on YouTube also. But this was only my first unboxing, and so I just wasn't sure how to do that. At the end of the video, I will have the 2 prints that I did. I will show them in detail on here. I didn't show them quite as well as I should have, but it's a learning process. I hope you enjoy. It is 2 hours long. I will have it sectioned off between the introduction, the live stream, and the prints at the end if you want to just fast forward. And tell me what you think. And I take criticism very well, so hopefully you all enjoy it. Real quick before you start the live stream, something that I did forget to add is that this is not sponsored in any way. I bought this, had it shipped directly to me just because I wanted it. It's not sponsored, it was not free, I paid for it. 3dwholesale.com has them for $179 right now. That could change, I have no idea. But see you at the end. Hopefully everybody can hear me. We'll go ahead and take a drink and then we'll get started. Couple of things. This is the Artillery Hornet. It has been out for a while. The build plate on it is, I want to think, 220 by 220 by 250. It has an interesting Bowden system, which is the reason I bought it. And we will get into that later on. I don't think anybody else has anything quite like it, and probably for good reason, but we'll find out. Anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Alright. Seemingly well packaged. Put that all to the side. We've got a bag of tools. USB stick, a couple extra wheels, looks like an extra in-stop, and a couple of zip ties. More tools, 4 screws, and a piece of what appears to be PTFE tubing. Cord, always good to have, and a 10 and an 8mm wrench. We're going to take those, put them back in here. Any comments yet? Hope everybody's having an absolutely wonderful evening. Hope everybody can hear me. Oh, I was having a problem with audio a few minutes ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A very, very nice book. Comes in Dutch and English. Possibly German. Not good with that. So, this is the reason it's interesting. This right here has got the Bowden tube running through a cord with the rest of the cables. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I don't know yet. We're going to find out. Alrighty. Seems to be very, very well packaged. Oh, upper gantry. Maybe. Maybe. Don't know why. It's not coming up. Possible I have to know. I do not know. Ah. This whole piece is going to have to come up. Pardon me, I'll be right back. Okay, what is this? That's my crew chief helping me out. If I was here, that would have gotten very interesting. Quality certificate, always good to have. It's a hot end sticker. I'm still seemingly having a problem with getting this out. There we go. There we go. That is the upper gantry. Upper gantry, unlike most Ender 3 clones, has got the screw on the top instead of on the bottom. We will see how well that's going to work. Don't forget the power cord. Do not remove before final assembly. Okay. Here comes the good stuff. Anything else? Nope. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave it like this so we can all see it hopefully. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we are gonna crack the book. All of that on the checklist appears to be there. Pre-installed in the base. Are they pre-installed? And they are. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to assume it has to go this way. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully certainly trying. Alright, where's that bag at? I should have grabbed my other tool. I got you. It's going about as smoothly as I thought it would. Only watched these about 1,000 times. I should be able to do this by now. Let's go with the big one and work your way down. There we go. Okay. Right now is why. There we go. Ta-da! thing they did not give me is filament. Gotta kind of suck. Okay, now let's do the other side. Thank you. You'd be lost without it. I'll lean it down like so. See if we can. Any questions? No? Well, alrighty then. Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Here all evening. Well, hopefully not all evening. Definitely did not give long enough tools. Some of us have bigger hands.
That's what she
That's what she said. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. That's one side. There's that one. Alrighty. Do not lose those screws. Spool holder, it says, is next. Kind of would have thought that would have been last, but this is on. The Z in-stop cable. Okay. Only goes in one way. As it should. That is connected. That is connected. Next on our list, 2 and 3. Oh, I forgot one. Aha. Should have known. Okay. Sticking. Ah. There's a little pocket on this one side. And I'm wondering where the hot end was. We have a hot end. Dual fans. I am to grab me some clippers. I do not have any, I don't think. Un momento. And your 6 is back there just chugging along. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and don't cut the wrong one. Just say it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get rid of some trash, shall we? I do wish it had a drawer on it for all the tools they gave me, but it doesn't, so. Wheels definitely need to be tightened. That's good, that's good. That's good. And that's good. An eccentric nut is definitely going to have to be tightened. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Still getting a little bit of wiggle. Oh, we're good. We are good. Hot end goes on with the 3 bolts I found earlier. Looks like there's quite a bit of plastic on it already where they must have tested it out. What I don't know is why they gave me 4. Didn't they give me 4? They did. Make sure I'm not missing a step. Nope, we're on step 4. Alrighty. I would imagine it was that one. I appreciate it. It is going to be a slight pain in the ass because they don't give you the right size. So, we're not super happy with them so far, but all of this can be lived with so far. I am not familiar with that one. I have heard very, very good things, but I have not bought that one yet. It is on my list. I do see it go up for sale quite a bit on Amazon, but I know people swear by it. Trying to think who on TikTok uses them a lot. Alan Mandic, Hot Rod Hippie, he uses them quite a bit. Okay, now for the weird part. Tell you what, let's go ahead and remove this just on the account of because it says it will only fit in there one way. Ah, that must be no. That one's on that side. Fair enough. Click. That is what it says. That one goes to the back. That one does not click. They do not look the same. So, oh, I heard a little click. You may have heard it. I certainly didn't feel it. Check these two. They seem to be alright. Let's check something real quick. Entirely possible that it's not supposed to have one. On that side. Are you talking about the Elegoo Neptune? Yeah, I would definitely get that versus some of the other ones that you can get. My recommendation is always the Inner 3 V2 because that's just the one that I've always used. But I know a lot of people highly recommend that. Howdy, Ford. Tarantula Pro. I don't know what that one is, but I have not been 3D printing all that long. So it is very possible that I need to look that up. Okay, we did all of that. And now we are at leveling the build plate. Still not liking the way that looks on either side. Yeah, I can definitely see why people have problems with it. But let's find out how she prints. TiVo machines. I'm definitely going to have to look that up because I recognize the name TiVo. Okay. All my connections look good except for, of course, this. One of the first things I'm going to print is the ears that come off of here because I hear about people getting this caught on all the time. And I can absolutely see that. This does not have a removable bed. That is very interesting and somewhat disturbing. Alrighty. Okay, let me go grab some IPA and clean this down. And I guess grab a roll of filament too, since they didn't give me any. What do I do with that purple? I have a decent roll of purple. And that's not it. Ta-da! GTS 3D for the win. Of course, my bottle of IPA. Why are there stickers on my bill plate? That's not happy with that at all. Really, artillery? Man, past quality control. Could have put that sticker literally anywhere else. I'd have been happy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to clean that later. I'm just worried about the main part right now. Ooh, it squirted. I'll definitely get that off later. Once that dries, it'll be time to turn it on, heat it up. Let's hopefully I'll blow everything up with everything that I have plugged in right now. Alrighty. Here goes nothing. Damn sure quiet. I give it that. Alright, we are currently preheating the bed and the nozzle. Anybody got any questions? Questions, comments? Not forget something? Anything? Whatever is on the card, if there's anything on the card. If there's nothing on the card, my first print will be a Benchy. More than likely. Nice. Matter of fact, while that's doing that, let's not put the liquid there. Let's go ahead and find out what's on that card. I am unboxing an Artillery Hornet 3D printer. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. It is a micro SD card with the adapter. 4 gigabyte, in case anybody was wondering. And let's see what's on the Magic Stick. It's about the size of a regular Ender 3. It's a little bit longer, not quite as wide, but the bed's the same size. So on the card, all it says is cube. So once it's leveled, that'll be what we're printing. We are good at 270. That is 200 on the bed, 70 or 200 on the nozzle, 70 on the bed. I'm going to catch hate for this, and that is absolutely fine. I use a feeler gauge. Motion level corners. I would assume bed leveling. Level bed. Ooh. Click to begin. Okay. That one actually looks nowhere near it. This is gonna be fun.
Got it. Record on. Got it. It's fun.
Kind of hard to do from. I can't do it. Not fixing, just unboxing, but yes. Yes, yes, yes. I spent quite a few days. I don't know why it is doing that. I must have clicked the wrong thing. So, tell you what we're going to do. Since it doesn't have a back, not what I wanted. Level corners. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Barely touching. I can see that one needs to go up. Let's verify. Perfect. Because one thing I did not do that you should always do is preload the spring so you don't scratch the bed the first time you do this. I did not do that. Nope. You're not there. Now, one thing I don't like is it's going in a square. Prefer it to go in more of an X. So you're doing this point and this point instead of box, but it is what it is. That is really more of a personal preference than anything. One button touch.
I wasn't told that.
Are you meaning a BL touch? Or am I missing something? It's very possible I'm missing something. Just barely touching. Perfect. Just, well, you want it just above. You want it about a paper width. Like, this is a little bit thicker paper, but just your regular A4 paper, you want it just barely scratching the paper. I use a 0.2 millimeter feeler gauge for mine. But that has just always seemed to work. So I've never really questioned it. Cool. Trying to think of who I saw doing it with the feeler gauge. I want to thank Kersey Fabrications. That's who I first saw. Ooh, too far. Perfect. I am of the mind, and a lot of people don't like this, that one day this whole leveling the bed thing will be for the birds. It'll be something we talk about we used to have to do. But we're still a ways from that. I think that is still a little tight. Right there in the center. Oh, the joys of owning a 3D printer. That's good. Yes, yes it does. And I will get a BL Touch for this. I already have one for my Ender 6. I absolutely love it. If you have an Ender 6, hardwire it to the motherboard. Hardwire it to the motherboard. Bypass that breakout board they have. I know they have a breakout board on the D1. I don't know how well it works. That breakout board on my 6 sucks. Now let's go ahead and super quiet so far. And definitely liking that. Um, okay. Let's put the spool holder back on. Alrighty. Wow, that just barely fit on there. Now comes the fun part. We're going to figure out how to load filament. Load filament. No. There it goes. Alrighty. Loving all the lights. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to go to motion. Oh, it is still coming out. pretty black, and that extruder is extremely quiet. That's crazy. Alrighty. So, assuming that this works, because I assume a lot. Oh, you know what? Need to copy all of that over. Copy. To downloads. New folder. ORNET. That way, I already have all of the files off of the card, just in case I need them. Well, so far so good. I haven't seen anything terrible on it. I worry about this cord, but that's just me. And I'll be honest with you, I found them on I found it on 3dwarehouse.com for like $179. So, really a good price. Okay. Print from media. G-code. Cube.gcode. So, I have absolutely no idea how long this is going to take to print. 179 for this, the artillery Hornet. It's on 3dwholesale.com is where I'm pretty sure I found it. Took it 5 days to get here. It's way down here. Yes, 3dwholesale.com. Really? I've never used any of the CR machines. I want to. Really want that CR10 Max. But we will see. Definitely going to have to get the Etsy store up and running before I'm allowed to buy any more. First line looks good. Not so great on that, but we'll give it a few and see how it looks. I may need to cancel it and re-level it. It might not be as good as I had hoped. But I give it credit for being quiet. It is ridiculously quiet. And it does look like it's going down flat, as near as I can tell. Oh, I got you. Very possible. Very, very possible. I will be hooking this up to Octoprint probably later tonight just because I prefer it. I do need to work on bed adhesion a little bit. I see that now. But so far we're doing good. So it look like from your angle. It's not perfect, but for a first print, and it's fast. Getting all the little trashies out. Ah. You're not allowed to have this on camera. "51 minutes in and we're already printing." I'm quite happy with that. I was a little worried after seeing some of the reviews. So while it's doing that, let's go ahead and set up the slicer. I am going to use probably Prusa slicer. Assuming that I have got some. Nope. It has only got Cura, which is fine. Cura. Still taking any questions if anybody has one. Not a printer. Add a non-network printer. Come down to custom. Hornet. So it does give you detailed setting by setting on what to do. Height as 250. Make sure heated bed is checked. Check. And copy and paste the content of the start and end G-code. We'll do the end first. Copy. Oh, it does that where it's not going to let you. Doesn't let you right click. Huh. So I'm going to have to do it all. Not looking exceptionally great, but it's not looking terrible either. For a first run, it's not that bad. Okay. Non-network, custom. Anybody have any questions? Bed. X 110 Y 220 F 2000 and 84. Space that. Disable motors. Okay, so that's done. Ooh, this was fun. None of this is the same. I can't even begin to explain how quiet this thing is compared to my 6. G92. Set the extruder. Line the extruder. Exactly what that is supposed to look like. G1 is the 1.0. F3. And I am glad you are back. Everyone, that is my sweetheart, my Valentine, the love of my life. would help if I could spell. SCR18. This is going to be. This is loads of fun. Okay. G1, X2, 0, Y, 0.2, Z 0.3, F, 1, 0, move to the start line. We are questionable as to whether that's 14 minutes in because I didn't start a timer, or whether that's we have 14 minutes left. I don't know. Other than the very bottom, I don't think it looks that bad. I don't see it doing any lettering, and it definitely needs to work on some layer lines. But doesn't look that bad. Three, 1500. F, 1500.0. Space 18. No, not exactly a whole lot of fun in this one right now. Sorry, doing the best I can. Loving how quiet it is. Like, I cannot even express how happy I am with how quiet it is. Fans are all at 100%. So that was draw first line. Oh look, I'm halfway done. Y 0.6 0.6 X Z 0.3 F. What's out? You can absolutely have one. In fact, you are going to get one. this side a little. G1X200. Anybody have any questions? Questions and or comments? Six. Why am I having to put this all in by hand? That's a good question. One I don't have a good answer for. Believe me, I wish I did. Crew chief just walked out, dropped a chair, and left. One more line. G1 Z 1.0 F. Much smaller than the one that Chrissy got. If I do it on this one, but I'll do it on that one. Do it on the Ender 6. Just because that's a much smaller bed. So if you want a really big one, and I can absolutely make you a really big one, you need a CR10 Max. Just saying. Okay, quick run through of this because I know the encode is fine. G28, G92E set, prime, 0.1, 3000. $200, 0.2, 0.3, 5,000, 100, 0.2, 0.3, yes, 1,500, 100, 0.6, 0.3, 0.6, 5,000, 200, 0.6, 0.3. Okay. So that is all of that. Diameter to 1.75. Next. That. Secure profiles. Profiles. Import. And where would they be? Pink lemonade? Absolutely. fast. 5. Import. Oh. Boom. Close. Close. Yeah, she is an amazing creator and a very sweet person to talk to. Anybody in here that doesn't already know her, please go check out Pink Lemonade. I tagged her in the video about the ladybug. She is an amazing creator, a very sweet person to talk to. The few times that I have talked to her, and she does some amazing stuff. Like, I really need to break down and buy one of her lamps, or 3 or 5. Alrighty, looks like we are completely set up. I don't know why that's on fill. What are we looking at? Looks like everything is completely set up. This is 25 minutes in. Looks like 75%. Make sure I didn't miss anything after that. Minor, look a little different. Looks a little different. I can make that work. So, let's say we print some lines when this is done. Boom. Completely understandable. So, I don't actually know how many people in this are into 3D printing or are just watching a 3D printer or are looking to get into 3D printing. But for those of you that are looking to get into it and don't currently have your own, one of the best files that you can get to check your bed level is on Thingiverse. I don't know that it is on Things. I know it's not on Cullis. But it is the CHEP bed level print. It basically just prints out lines. It's really easy. Most introductory printers are going to be that 200 by 200, or not 200, 220 by 220 by 250. It is perfect for that. Adjustable easily for a bigger or smaller, but it lets you adjust on, or doesn't let you, it's easy to adjust on the fly, adjust your bed level on the fly with that. And I'll show you what I mean. Because when this gets done and it kicks it out, here in a few minutes, I'm going to move the camera over here so that I can show everybody what I'm talking about. Yes. It's called fangirling, not girl fanning. First thing printed with the artillery Hornet is a prime line. I might save it. It's not girl fanning. It's now you got messed up with the girl fanning. Fangirling. Something. I don't know. should probably not talk about that because I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, anybody have any questions? Wow, the delay on that is insane. I've never seen the delay on the live. That's crazy. We're at 29 minutes. I couldn't tell you how long. But I will go get what we will do. $30 by $30 by $20. I'm gonna grab calipers. Can't have my sitting right on camera anyway. It is looking like I think that might be. Ooh, hold on. Where did? It definitely looks like they used a fast profile because they've only got 3 profiles on here, which is fast, fine, and good. Isn't that what that? I'm sorry, fast, fine, and normal. Definitely looks like they used a fast, which the fast is a 3mm. Loving the hearts. Thank you. $32 minutes, and it looks like we are getting close to done. I am going to use the normal. And according to Cura, this is a 29-minute print. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Go back to the chip. Bed level print. Hearing a really weird noise, like not out of the printer, just a weird outside noise, like somebody's got a lot of bass up against the house. It is almost, oh, and there it is. And there it is, and I do not have. So, anybody that knows anything about Creality, I don't know about the others because this is the first non-Creality printer I've ever owned, but they come with that spatula. That spatula is not great. Get you a Scotty peeler, super sharp on the edge. Be careful, they are super sharp on the edge. Just like that, it's off. Okay. So, put it up here. It looks decent. It's decent for a first print, that's for sure. I don't know how well you can see that, but the bottom definitely needs work. It's a little bit rough, but we can work on that. It is definitely something we can work on. Okay, so doesn't tell me I can't do that, so let's go ahead and throw the, you know what I want? Checked. That didn't work. Where's the crap? Let's do something with some sharp edges. I'll tell you what. Let's go with the old standard, the Jet Cube. I see no reason not to use it. Here's the blade. Should have done that first. Slice. It is a 17-minute, and we will eject that. Now, so that is very good. That is even better. That's really good. It's a little shy on one side, but I could live with that. Okay, we are going to attempt to move you. We will see how well it works out. It's not working great. Ooh, enough of that. Yeah, just can't walk around, that's all. Alrighty. We will give it a few minutes to reheat. How is everyone this evening? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening. To those that are still here, thank you for spending time. I know this hasn't been the most exciting stream you could have watched, but I greatly appreciate that you're here. Just waiting for it to reheat again. And hand off the bed, I know. I know. So far, so good. I'm quite happy with it. Pleasantly surprised because I did read a lot of bad reviews, but I also read some good ones, so we'll see.
It's the best one I've seen so far.
Do what?
The best one I've seen so far.
That's the worst one I've made.
Yeah. I think it's good.
It is definitely good for a first print, without doing any adjusting at all, just printing straight off the card. I'm very, very happy with it. Just oh, we are to temperature. Things should start moving shortly. I don't know. That's all looking real good. I'll check it when it goes back around. I have a little bit in there. I think what I'm seeing is water in the print because I don't have a lot of good filament yet that's dried out. I've been waiting until I combine everything. I think that's what I'm seeing. Because the lines are coming out good and they're sticking. It's just having certain spots. And I can hear it popping in the hot end also. Yeah, that's definitely wet filament. Unfortunately. Oh, you know what I do have that's not wet? Mermaid. So let's go ahead and stop this since I can guarantee it's not. Okay. Ugh. Definitely needs a touchscreen. This will be hooked up to Octoprint before I go to bed. So everything seems to stick really well. Very, very happy with it. Okay, looks like it's up there. I'm gonna hit unload, and I'm just curious to see what it does. Oh, that is badass. Okay. So, for those of you that have them, you know, but for everybody else, they might not. When you're unloading filament, you should obviously always preheat the nozzle. But one thing you should do is push it through the nozzle a little bit. Which I didn't know until recently. It's got a knot on the end of it. There we go. Actually, push that out. Huh. That's crazy. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying is, you once you preheat the nozzle, you should always push out a little bit of filament before pulling it all the way out the Bowden tube. Keeps it from getting knotted. Obviously, that did not work as it pulled that little piece off. But that was very badass, and I love the fact that it's got just an automatic. You stick it in there a little bit, and it automatically loads it. Love that feature. It says waiting for filament purge, but have not gotten any. Yep, there it is. That's insane. I love that, and there are dual color prints coming soon. So soon. Purge more or continue? Well, by all means, let us continue. Let us print us a cube, shall we? 5 people in there. Does anybody have any questions? Questions, comments, suggestions? I'm up for anything. Just ask my wife, who I know is listening. She is one of the 5. Yep, sorry. He's pointing out in the wrong direction. We are merely waiting on it to heat up to 220, and then I don't know why it is set to 220, but it is. First line looks good. Looks a lot better than that last one. Well, no, it don't either. This one's got a little string into it. And I cannot see it from that angle. Looks like I may have an elephant's foot. Kind of situation, which can be fixed quite easily. Again, I cannot get over just how quiet this thing actually is. It is amazingly quiet. Hopefully, I will be able to pull some profiles so I can use this Super Slicer and Cura. Or not Cura. Super Slicer and Crucial Slicer. It's something I will definitely work on this evening. Looks like I got quite a bit belt wobble going on there. I'll have to work on that. So far, so good, though. I hate the stickers they put on the bed, but can't complain too much. At least not for a $170 printer. Yeah, I am quite happy. Very, very, very much so. Quite curious. Oh, look, no wolf it. So, we're going to put no. All right. 6 people. Loving it. Loving it. 4 hours and 34 minutes to print the ears. We'll see. Probably won't get done tonight, but you never know. Definitely fast. That is for sure. Anybody have any questions? Currently looking to see if they have any new updated software. Loving that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks like they only have Cura. So, I'm actually in our Artillery Hornet Facebook group. Let's see if they have any files. Oh, they do. And they have big bundle. Oh, well. How do you do? I don't want to do that in Super Slicer yet. I'm still adjusting the settings on my 6 to get it correct. Which it says it still has 5 hours. That is the problem. I don't know if anybody uses it. That's the problem with the Spaghetti Detective. Since I switched from using Octo 4A to a Raspberry Pi, I forgot to change my Spaghetti Detective settings. And it saw a wire in the back of the printer that is always there, thought it was spaghetti, and paused my print at about 3 o'clock in the morning, which of course I didn't see until 6:30. Thankfully, I was able to keep going, but I noticed that parts of it did fail. I'm going to keep it going just to see if I can save the rest of it. But that setting will definitely be changed. Because that was supposed to be done. I was going to make that a part of the live stream, was pulling the torture toaster off the plate, but unfortunately did not work the way I wanted it to. This is definitely going to need some fine tuning. I'm curious if I can even put BL Touch. It sounds like it's coming off the bed, but we're about halfway there. It is looking kind of rough. Definitely going to need to put this thing through its paces. It's not what I was looking for. It is. Let me see if I can move this down so y'all can see it a little bit. Okay, so now that you're down here on my level, the corners are not as sharp as they should be, and it kind of looks like it's pulling off the bed a little. Can't tell 100% until it's done, but if it is, that can be fixed. We are at 17 minutes, and I don't have a percentage on this, and I don't know how to get one. And I've done nothing. Much as I expected. We're at 18 minutes. That is for the Genius. does have one. Alrighty, 20 minutes in. Looks like it should be done shortly. Shouldn't have that much longer. Looks like we're at about 80% done. I think it should be further than that. It should be close to. Should be very close to done. Alright. We are almost done. Boom. That is the calibration cube. I'm going to wait until it cools down and see if it pops off the bed okay, and then we'll take a look at it. I can't wait. So I don't know how well you can see that, but so far it's looking very good. You can definitely see the layers a little bit more than I would prefer. But it definitely looks okay for, you know, the second print off this thing. Bottom clearly needs to be worked on. I don't know how well y'all can see that. But that is definitely something I can fix. Got a little bit of an issue up here, but that I can fix too. Definitely has an elephant foot and it is bulging at the sides. Let's find out by how much. It's not terrible. .03, 20.04. Thought the bottom was dead on. But that is stuff that we can easily fix. Let's get y'all back over here. One more. Touching buttons. Okay. And this is where we're going to end the live stream. This has been the Artillery Hornet unboxing and review. I'm going to go ahead and spin it around. Give y'all one last look at it. So far, I am very impressed. And I think it's going to work out good. I will have a full review in 30 days. But until then, y'all have a wonderful evening. And hopefully I'll see you on here shortly. If you have made it this far, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. As promised, I am going to show you the prints. They're sitting right there on the bed. I just wanted to say thank you, whether you watched the whole thing or fast forwarded through it. Either way, I greatly appreciate it. Here they are. So this was the first thing that I printed. As you can see, it's got quite a bit of layer lines. The top does look good for a very first print. The bottom is not so great. Definitely needs some adjustment. I, of course, had to do a chip cube. It came out very good, except for some things along the bottom, and the edges need a little bit of work. And I'm still having that issue on the bottom, but that is something that can definitely be worked on. Overall, this is a great printer to just get out of the box and get it up and running. I did get it up and running fairly quickly, much quicker than I did the Ender 3v2, but I was a lot newer to this, so take that into consideration. I am a little bit concerned with the PTFE tube being in that cable, but we'll see how it goes. I am going to put out a better review in about a month after I have put it through its paces. But overall, seems like it's going to be a decent printer. I'm very happy to have gotten it.